In for repair today, we have our John Deere 7820 with a cracked manifold. We also have our Mitsubishi forklift in here with brake problems. The Peugeot van is in as well with brake problems, and we'll catch up with Mick and the rest of the lads as to go about their daily duties. But first of all, we'll head over to Sean. First job on here this morning, Sean, we have the 7820. We brought it in for a regular service. You popped the bonnet and you know something that...
Yeah, blowing so good, so the half covers, there's that cover there off it, and just noticed a big crack in the manifold.
Yeah, so if we go in here, we'll see, I don't know when the camera will pick it up, that cover is off of there, it's cracked, and it's actually cracked completely right around the full manifold, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see the bit of black there, obviously that's the Sean nose, and then there was this small bit of a tipping sound out of it. To do anything with a manifold is never simple.
No. They're hard to be going.
Yeah, we had Caelan there. Caelan's a bit of an expert on them.
Yeah.
And you've learned off them too, haven't you?
A few bits, yeah.
So, first thing what we said we'd probably do here is to tack that in place.
Yeah. Well,
if it's possible that we can weld it, we'll tack it in place first.
Yeah. Try and save it as much as possible, so.
Yeah.
No, don't tear it off and accident warp and you go welding it.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to tack it in a few places around here.
Yeah.
Getting the bolts out then, a little bit of a secret of that, is there?
Go slow, don't be pulling out of a big bar, like, you know, that's the way Caelan says, and be listening to it, don't just keep loosening.
So when you give it a little bit, you'll go one way and go back the other way then, and that's just gradually take it out slowly.
Yeah, hopefully now, that's the plan, so.
Yeah, and you can tap all them, you just try to loosen them all and put oil in at the back of it. Yeah, so look, Sean's going to take this, little bit of work in taking this off.
Yeah.
When you take it off, then obviously you may have to get it skimmed. We're not quite sure there.
Maybe, yeah, see what happens then when we take it off.
Yeah. So when we take that off, then we will bolt that down
on a flat plate.
On a flat plate, bolt it right down, and then see can we weld it.
See what happens.
Yeah. Right. Well, nothing very simple, is it? It's nothing simple when you bring it in first. Just on the 7820, then again. We don't have a whole lot to do, to be honest. We're just getting tractors ready. It was first on the list. We actually brought it in to check over the servers on it, to check the back linkages then, because if we go back to the tractor here, we can see that.
Will it be on a ripper like and?
Yeah, it's going to be on a grubber, and we need to have these free. So these generally will give a little bit of bother. Now, that one is free there, but you see that from a scorch mark or somewhere there, it obviously had been freed up before. And I'd say the far side is the same, but they do look to be. So we're going to just check the arms, make sure that the drop links are adjustable and free. Check the hitch, do the few simple things on it first.
General check over and see what's up.
Yeah, well look, we'll keep an eye on you there as you go ahead. You have your hands full there at the minute anyway, so yeah. Sure, you won't take you long to take that off. So won't you?
I'm not Caelan.
Huh?
I'm not Caelan.
Yeah, but he's on the other end of the phone, so you're fine.
Ah, yeah.
Right. John, you got to blame here again.
Hi, what's broke?
Well, David says you broke it. Actually, the cameraman there and big smile on his face.
What's me, John? They're queuing up out the door to blame me, John. In here and out there.
Leave your emotions at the door, is that what they say? Right, we have the case digger in, went to move this morning, usual story. Pipe broke, look at the pipe gone here, Now looking at it there, David, it seems to be a banjo, is it?
Yeah, it's a banjo fitting, so on the quick release ram down here on this attachment here. Yeah. You have two banjos on the top, simple as that. I think I know the culprit.
Do you know the culprit?
I think I do, and he doesn't work here.
Oh, alright, okay. Better not name any names there, John.
He does a bit of building, but after that, no, we...
So we have now, in fairness, we don't have the banjo fittings. While we have a lot of the fittings, we don't have one with the banjo. So one thing is we get the banjo fitting, we can pop it on.
And I think we have a bit of spare. There is a bit of scope on it there. Yeah, we'll pull it there. Sharp.
Right, so we need to get that. Although you see it pinch back there as well.
Yeah. So we'll take that out from there back up, so we can get it into the.
Right, John. I need you to go and get that fitting. Can you do that for me? Yeah, good Ashman, and we'll pick up the fit and we can crimp it on, we'll bring over the crimper here, and we'll be able to do it on in situ there, okay?
Well, the crimp's just taking it.
It's only it's only going there, but we can take the pipe
out. So, depending on the condition of the pipe, if it's worth actually doing it, or is it see too bad. It's very good. There's only one with the pinching there. Not the first time. No.
Is it not? Did you do that before?
No. I've seen the pro before.
Maybe it was Darren there. Was it?
No.
There with an AFM hat.
Yeah, so it's not good job. It's not a big problem.
No.
It's really yeah,
Going up on here and leave it after.
yeah, you need to drop that up there, man. Right, you look after that job.
Yeah.
Right, it's in your hands, so.
So a small bit of a project going on here, Dave. Do you know what you're doing?
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
we have an idea in our head that
Yeah.
we might start splitting some of our bigger seed. We've done a little bit of this last year. We tried it and worked reasonably well. The trouble is that how do we actually do it? Last year, now we done it manually, so it's just we had a group of guys and we have the seed and we planted a couple of acres, which worked out well. To do it now on a bigger scale, how do we do it? Now we have this machine which we're going to hopefully repurpose into
Splitter.
a splitter, yeah.
Yeah.
So the purpose will be the potatoes will come up from the bottom end here. They will just divide then into the different lanes. There's 6 lanes across on this. The purpose then is to cut the seed. It's how do we cut the seed?
Right, well, my plan is anyway, we're going to have a go at it.
Yeah.
So let's just rejig things around here anyway for a minute. And we're going to put a shaft along the back here with 6 of these discs on it, spinning the opposite direction. So these are off the Lemken saw.
Yeah.
So they'll do us for the time being until we get, they're hardened steel, so they won't warp or anything. So put 6 of these discs across. Intention is to let it cut down through this rubber down to the shaft, so we get another bit of depth on it. Because I'd love to see these lads here a little bit bigger. If they were kind of another 20 mil in diameter, it'd make life an awful lot easier to keep the potato a little higher.
Yeah.
Up
6,
here.
Yeah, it needs to be proud.
And at least be proud. So my only concern is that it'll 3/4 cut the seed a bit like here. But look, we'll trial it and see how it goes.
So
we can modify after that.
The direction of the potato will be this way, and then this will be anti-clockwise against it. So
Yeah.
it's
So
going
it'll be
to
spinning forward that
Yeah.
way. So as it comes on,
Oh, it's going to go- sorry.
it'll cut down into it. So we have another splitter here for splitting turnip and stuff like that. So it's smooth disc as well. So we'll have a go at it. We'll sharpen them up, put a cover over it, make it safe.
Yeah.
Put speed control on it, so we know what we're doing. And I want to put this on different speed than the belt is
the
going,
belt, or
and just
that you
so we can actually adjust it as we're going along.
vary it as you go.
Vary it as we go along. So we'll know by the end of the week if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So you get a list of parts now together, bearings and bits
Yeah,
and pieces.
so it's just for the larger seed to see can we split it. I know the planter will plant it because we have the structure of the variable speed,
Yeah.
and it's able to handle it. That was one concern I had last year, that maybe the planter wouldn't plant it, that it wouldn't
it
evenly. But actually they do run down the belt
Okay.
fairly good. So yeah, we know a lot of this has been done out in America and a lot of different other countries. So it's not the first time.
Oh, it's not the first time, no.
And
No.
we probably have an option of maybe looking at buying a splitter at some stage, but we just wanted to maybe demonstrate.
Yeah, well,
this.
the beauty of this little machine is you see, you have your grader and you have your sizer. Them splitting machines seem to come as a grading unit as well,
yeah.
and so you don't really need all that. So this little unit here, this was a singulator for another machine. So look at, as I say, the 3 R's was a recycle, re-weld, reuse.
You reuse, yeah.
That's the way
Look at that.
we do it.
Right, well look, we'll leave you to it there. We'll
Yeah.
track your progress as you go along.
Yeah.
You
And
have
we'll
the,
see how we
you have
get
the
on.
pencil in the ear there, so
Oh,
it's looking, as if
Oh,
you're
yeah,
very
well, that's-
technical there.
that's not intentional. But
Uh-huh.
anyway.
Right, we'll leave it with you.
Yeah, no bother.
We have our manifold here off the 7820. Sean has taken it off. In fairness, it did come off eventually there. Just he was a little bit afraid with the bolts in case he'd ring them, but he got them off, and we have it sitting here. Now, what we're going to have to do with this is he has a big flat plate here that is just clean and bolted down onto. He's drilled it down, and that's just to keep the head straight.
Yes.
Because if we don't, we might get a little bit of distortion here on this one, which
No
is
bear,
gone.
no pull the weld. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
So Roger is a trained welder in doing all this cast, haven't you? You would have trained and
Yes, I
done a few
weld.
of these before.
Long time ago, I do this.
Long time ago. So you're a young fella.
Yes, I'm young now. I'm too old to me now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm too old.
So what we're going to do here, as you can see, it's bolted down. And we have tacked it before we've taken it off just to keep it in place because it's actually
Clean
cracked.
Clean
the
and
whole way
force.
around. So you're
Clean
going to
and force the crack, everything for the joint. You know
Yeah.
the joint? Clean everything. Before start the weld, close all the doors.
Yes.
No window because it's crack later.
Yeah.
Put the gas, hit the gas first before the weld. Pass one time, leave, cool down itself. Leave maybe 15 minutes, cool down. Later, put the gas again. One more pass the weld for cast rods.
Yeah.
Beautiful job later.
Beautiful job.
Yes, 100%. Please don't forget 100%.
Everything is 100% Roger.
Yes.
So, yeah. Well, look, I'm going to leave it with him here. We just track his progress as he goes along. As he says, he's going to clean it down, clean the crack out, get the rods out.
This welder here is, I don't know, it's put here the need for clean everything this.
Who welded that, Marco, was it?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
So, yeah, Roger decided to take it on. Yeah, Marco and Dave weren't overly confident in doing it, but good
Yes.
job. We have the man for the job here. We'll leave it with you.
No one.
Okay.
Leave it for me.
We're changing rear brake pads now. This one has electronic handbrake on the rear, which I'm not familiar with, but we're learning. Google's actually quite good. Before you start, you've got to lock off the handbrake. And to do that on the dash, you hold the handbrake park release down and turn the ignition off. That keeps the handbrake off. Now I had these off last Thursday, and the wrong pads. When I went to start it again, no way would it start. Seemingly you have to have I pulled the battery for fear this would come on. I haven't done it this time. But seemingly you have to have the key fob remote more than 3 meters away from the car when you disconnect the battery. Otherwise the module, what do they call it? Immobilizer in the key fob arms and won't come off. So what I'm doing here is I'm pulling off the electric handbrake unit. It's just two wee Allen keys. There's one. That's our handbrake unit off, disconnected. You can see there's a little drive, goes into the back of the caliper, and that applies the handbrake. You have the same in here in the back. We'll have it off in a minute, you'll see it. Next job is the caliper itself. It's a sliding caliper system where the piston's on one side, pushes against the pad, that draws that way, which squeezes this side. Hence, when they're wearing, the inner pad tends to wear more than the outer. I'll show you that in a minute. Thanks. That's the outer pad. And there's a difference in these pads. I'll show you in a second. That's the inner one, which is directly in contact with the piston. And if you notice, not a lot of difference, but they tend to wear always on the piston side more so than the sliding caliper side. Right, that's them out. And also, there's a difference in the backs of the pads, showing the new ones. There's a locating lug there, which has to key into this locating lug on the piston. That winds internally, but you don't want that to spin, to take up slack. That's one, that's the easy one. This one's a bit more of a dog, because you need a ramp. No thanks. When you're pushing in the piston, make sure your reservoir is not going to overflow, your brake fluid reservoir, because we're pushing piston back, that's going to pump the oil that's in there back up. We have to go all the way in because we're a lot thicker here now than we were when we took them off. To do this, you've got to wind the piston back, but at the same time, you've got to pull the handbrake, which is in here in the back. And I can't remember which way I went the last time. The other way. You can see here we've got pistons moving back. We'll end up with that back in around here. Remember that lug and the locator? You got to set that dead in line. Yeah, one or the other, doesn't matter which. Here we have the two sliders that allow the caliper to slide when you push the brake pedal. Lubricate them. I did that a while ago. I'm probably not going in square enough. We in? Push that.
Yeah.
You in? Don't go too madly. With the power you have and nothing. Oh, great fun getting the other side. Oh!
Get lucky.
I don't know. See, you can't. Oh, that's it there. Where the screws gone? Give us over that blue box. That one slid straight in, Sean. That one slid straight in.
Okay, so Roger has it cleaned up. He's after just doing the first run of weld on it. First impressions look very good there, doesn't it? Seems to have a nice kind of a good bond with it.
It's good fuso, no? I start for this having four lines.
4 lines, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 the bottom.
Yeah.
I start for that's for one now.
Yeah.
I check the fuso.
Yeah,
It's good fuso.
yeah.
I need for put for the cover now, for the cool down itself.
You're going to let it cool naturally.
Yeah, naturally.
And then you'll start the next one.
The next
when
one,
that's
cool
cooled
down. Yeah.
Cool down, so you do it in 4 sections.
Yes, 4 extra. Yes, 100%.
Right, okay, yeah, it does look good there in fairness. You know by looking at it, and probably even if the way it cools that it doesn't crack. And
Yes, I see now for the fuso, for the starter welder, for the stick welder. This rod is good rods.
Right, okay.
Yes, it's very, very nice.
So these are rods that we would have had actually. What are these?
3.2 is the or Lincoln.
Yeah, the 3.2 Lincoln. So
3.2.
that is the
RS 3.
RS 312.
Yeah, this is for the stainless steel rods.
Okay,
Yes,
nice.
it's very strong, man. This, no joking. This is it's having 2 rods. It's caster rods, it's stainless steel rods.
But I know
Like
even
those.
Marco was saying that sometimes with cast rods, sometimes it just doesn't fuse as well. Even with cast rods, you nearly kind of have to weld it first to see,
Yes.
you know, if
Caster
it will.
rods is good, but it's for very be careful for this for the starter welder.
Yeah.
Very be careful. It's for hot for
Yeah.
the machine. Very rod.
Well, we're after just trying one because that's what we had there. So you'd be happy enough with that, wouldn't we?
Yes, I'm happy now because it's good fusion, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
very happy now.
So we leave that anyway and let it cool and you can do the rest of it.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay, Alex, so heading out, pick up a row of air. We have, it's that time of year and we need to just get some of the bits back that we can kind of go over them and have a look at them and do a bit of service on them. The first that Marco wanted is a row of air, so you're fresh off the blocks here now after being in college there, exams done, the whole lot.
Done.
All right, all go well?
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Good stuff. Right, okay, so going to picking up a row of air, I suppose a few things I wanted just to bring with you because we have to travel up the road. The top link is working all right, is it?
Yeah.
You check that. Is it on the...
It's on the mug guard.
Right, which is always a great job to have that there. Now, you might just want to bring a spare ball with you there because some of those are Cat 2s and Cat 3s and the row of airs, I think all the bigger sizes are Cat 3s. So you have a Cat 3
Yeah.
ball with you as well, which is in the cab. You also want to check here, you probably go with Cat 3. Now
Yeah.
sometimes we leave the balls in the row of airs because the pins and all of that are connected. Probably just an easier job that they don't go missing. So I'd say just bring a spare set in case.
Just in case, yeah.
Just in case. Just in case. You never know. You never know. Now, and then the next thing will be our stabilisers.
Yeah.
And to see, making sure that they're free. What can happen these is they can seize up over time. And I'd say this one has been laying up a bit. And we probably will just have to free them out. So I'd say even though Sean is in the camera here, probably Sean will get the job of doing it. Because Alex is smiling on here. Give him a hand. So after that then, we're just going to get the row of air, pick it up. But again, we need probably something like the styre because the row of airs are quite heavy. I just need something that's able to kind of be steady on the road with it. So do them few checks then and off you go. We'll see you there shortly.
No matter.
I'll see you, Phil Marco.
To stop guys going in shed when parking cars.
So we've gone to the trouble of putting bollards to keep all the car parking space in line because when they were parking them on their own,
Yeah.
there was cars everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Marco decided we get the bollards. We put the bollards in, and the bollards do a great job because it's lining them up. Trouble now is that unless we put a barrier at the shed to stop them from hitting getting in too far, we just don't want to put a barrier there because we've other plans. So we've come up with this idea that we have this old galvanized steel which was hanging around the farm for quite a while. And we're going to actually bolt these to the ground. What's going to happen then is when the cars come back or they drive in, they just have a little stop.
Yeah,
Ag-
guys,
against
be
the tyre.
feel, yeah.
No, they still might go across the marker, that's the thing. But we're never going to stop that. If they're going to cross them, they'd run into the barrier anyway.
Yeah, yeah. No, this might literally helps, you know, because in dark when guys are reversing, you know, sometimes on the phone, be banging shed, Patrick be, oh!
Yeah. And that's what did happen.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
And like last time, you see, from shed, maybe 100 mil wood.
And there wasn't even 100 mil marker.
Yeah,
The
like-
25 mil, that's all there was between the front of the car and the shed.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, look, we're just going to try them. It's only a matter. We just welded on. Roger welded on a few plates here that we can just roll with them straight down in the ground. It's only going to take it's not a big job to put them in.
No, 2 minutes.
And
And
if
this-
they work, if they work, they work. If they don't work, then I don't know. We need to get them
Plan B?
plan B. Yeah, don't know what plan B is going to be, but
I don't know.
Right, Amo, we have a pneumatic cylinder out of the washer inside the potato washer. So this is out of the sluice. There's a sluice valve underneath it to let the water drain out. And this big ram here, the cylinder, is to allow it, what it does is it pushes over and back the sluice. So we have the piston here, the end cap, the main barrel, and the back end cap on that. So what was wrong with it? It was seized solid. No, we didn't record the other end of it where we had to press this out of here. So inside this here, you have a PE1000 bush that holds your seals, both ends, and then your dirt ring. And what happened was that was after swelling with time. So we couldn't, this piston was actually seized solid in it. So what it did was, it was actually worked out that this was 30 mil, and we had a cone cutter, 30 mil. So I stuck it on an extension, ran it through, cut out the P1000 bush, and that meant that now if we're going the right way with it, it'd be handy. Now we can push it in and out by hand. And now there's no slap on it. So we put new seals. That should last now another while. So this seal here, the outer seal is good. The O-rings are good. So we're just going to put this back together now. And that's it. It's going to be, hey, where is it?
I think so. Oh, he's out here, lads.
putting this back together here.
Wasn't Sandra, we had
So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, so whenever here at Finnegan's Farm, we'll talk to you all next Wednesday.